Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good night, wherever you are listening or watching in your part of the world. I want to thank you for being here. Today, I'm going to be doing the horoscopes for the months of May through July of 2025. So, I thank you all for being here. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium. And I thank you all for being here. Let's go ahead and get right into today's reading. Also, I want to let everyone know I am available for personal readings. You can text me at 703-791-9162 to book your reading with me, or you can visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. That would be the best place to book with me. Let me show you my website. This is my website. Once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page, lamartownsendtarot.com. You can scroll down, read reviews. All right. You can also go to the store section to book your reading with me. This is where you would go to view everything I offer. I offer email readings, video recorded readings, phone readings, including 15-minute, 30-minute, hour-long phone readings. I also offer past life readings, as well as birth chart readings, mediumship readings, candles, classes, and so much more. Once again, all right, I also offer merch as well as so much more. So if you'd be interested in any of those things, birth chart readings as well, compatibility as well as individual and 12-month ahead birth chart readings. So let's go ahead and get right into this video and see what we've got going on. We're gonna start backwards. We're gonna start with Pisces, if you guys don't mind. All right. All right. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. Let me go ahead and fix the camera real quick. Okay. The turnaround around for a 1 hour personal phone reading can be the same day. However, a video reading is 1 to 5 days. Okay, there we go, child. Ooh. Technical difficulties, honey. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and get into Pisces for May through July of 2025. All right, Pisces, what's coming up for you for the months of May through July of 2025? Spirit, give us some clarity and insight as to what's coming up for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Sorry, I'm mixing the audio. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, May through July of 2025. What's coming up for Pisces from May through July of 2025? Pisces, I get the Six of Pentacles. This can be a card of or this is Eight of Pentacles. So this is a card of hard work, keeping your head down, staying focused. This can be a card of being patient. All right. There's something also, Pisces, where some of you have rectified maybe an issue in the past. All right. So maybe there's something where, for example, at your job, you've run into issues, or you found yourself maybe needing to work on some things, for example, and but you're working on it. Or maybe there's something in your relationships, once again, because this also could be connected to how you express yourself, how you deal with others, your self-image, how you see yourself, how other people see you, Pisces. So this also could be deal with maybe changes you're trying to implement within yourself, your image, your physical appearance, but it's starting to show. All right, during the months of May through July of 2025, I feel like, particularly physically, I want to say, because you're putting in some hard work, definitely. Also, some of you could be looking to invest in something during this time. Some of you could be looking to invest in something financially. Some of you could be looking to definitely direct your resources, your energy, your efforts in a certain direction. Ooh, but it's facing the Tower card. Be mindful of where you put your energy, your time, your efforts, your money. All right. Particularly if it's something local. All right. Particularly if it's a new idea, a new concept. All right. Also, I want to say be careful of who you tell things to during this time. All right. Because I would hate for something to potentially be jinxed, for example. Right. I get the High Priestess connected to family, motherhood energy, home. This could be Cancer, all right, energy, female. But what's interesting is she could be facing the Tower card. So for some of you, someone could be working against you, and it could be someone close to you, or someone could be wishing for something that goes against you in some way, shape, or form. So once again, be careful of who you share something with when it comes to family, loved ones. All right. Because there could be some potential bad news with the Tower card showing up, connected to communication, the mind, intellect, local affairs, local travel. Be mindful when it comes to local travel as well during this time. All right. Especially once again, if you've like recently bought a new car, if you've recently invested in something new travel wise. It's like, be careful of who you share that energy with too. Cause someone, you may give someone a ride and they don't have the best energy, and now you've got this energy in your car. Like, there's something going on with that, Pisces. Be mindful of who you share your gifts with. All right. I get the Empress showing up, so a lot of female energy. The Empress definitely would be a female in a position of power. Could be a female that's older, maybe. Definitely could be Leo, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, or Libra. All right. Also facing another female, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Virgo female. A lot of feminine energy. This female shows up connected to work, possibly. Okay, or your routine, maybe. The Magician card shows up connected to your one-on-one relationships, your business partnerships. The Magician card could be pulling a rabbit out of the hat kind of thing. It also could be shifting of energies, facing the Fool card is next to it, facing away from it. The Fool card could be moving definitely in a new direction. The Fool card definitely could be a card of letting go, moving on, maybe despite what someone else says or what other people say. Because I feel like there's potential for there to be gossip also about you, Pisces. Like, there's a need to be careful of who you share your secrets with or who you share your tea with. Be Hierophant shows up, connected to optimism, expansion, travel, long distance travel, facing the Four of Swords. Yeah, there's something like you're wanting to do, you're working hard towards, you're also like improving upon yourself, Pisces, you're working on yourself. But it's like other people, and it could be family, it could be people close to you, which is like the worst, like would be the worst. But it's like other people putting their opinions or their energy in the mix, and it could be causing you to second guess, well, am I making the right decision? I think you just kind of like, yeah, I get the Ten of Swords connected to your social network this month. All right. Your social network. There's something about your social network. You're stronger on your own during this time, Pisces, with the Strength card showing up as your last card. Your vision is your vision, and this may be a thing between you and spirit. This may be a thing between you and your higher power, your higher self, rather than something you maybe need to share with other people who don't get it or may not get it or may not know how to support this new you, or this you that is evolving and changing into just something better, into something different maybe for them, but better for you. So I say keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. Keep following your gut instincts, because in the end you're going to be right, and they'll be looking back and being like, well, I guess you were right. I know we said this and that at the time, but you were right, 2 3 years, months later, Pisces. So let's get your final card. Hi, Anga. Hi, Lamar. Greetings from Bali. Shout out to Bali. Ace of Thought, Pisces. It says, this cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It is important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. So if they ain't helping you, they need to mind their business, honey. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. Well, that perfectly summed up everything I said, Pisces. So definitely keep me updated. If you'd like to elaborate once again, I am available for personal reading. So thank you for allowing me to read for you, Pisces. Let's move on now to Aquarius. Oh, all right, Aquarius. Let's see. Let's see what's coming up for you for the months of July through August. What is coming up for the zodiac sign Aquarius for the months of May through July of 2025? What's coming up for the zodiac sign Aquarius for the months of May through July of 2025? Spirit. Queen of Wands shows up, facing the Nine of Wands. So right off the bat, I get a Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, female facing the Nine of Wands for you, Aquarius. Connected to the Nine of Wands shows up connected to your resources, your money, finances, your personal belongings, ownership. So for some reason, this woman maybe could be causing an issue for you in some way, shape, or form. This woman could also be showing up in a position of leadership, could be a landlord, for example, could be someone who signs your checks, could be maybe you, depending on your, sun, moon, or rising, could be someone close to you. But it also could be someone who, how do I say this, Spirit? It could be someone who, how do I say this without saying it the way I hear it, but more appropriately? Someone who has a position of authority over you. Possibly. All right? But I'm wondering with this Queen of Wands, is there some intimidation tactics going on with this, woman, Aquarius? I get the High Priestess connected to thoughts, the mind, communication. And the Two of Swords connected to your emotions, your instincts. Instinctively, Aquarius, some of you may feel like something is off, and you would most likely be right. Something is off. And I want to say trust your gut. Trust your gut if you feel like something is off during this time period, particularly when it comes to your personal belongings, your money, your ownership, something that you have loaned or rented or leased. All right. It could be those types of things. It also could be related to pets or animals. I get the Devil card connected to possibly romance, connected to self-expression, confidence, purpose. I feel like for some of you, someone could be trying to intimidate you. What's next to this card? I do get the Six of Wands, though, so this is a card of overcoming obstacles, movement forward with success behind you, with support behind you. But I get the Devil card showing up. Huh. I get the Ten of Cups connected to one-on-one relationships. The Six of Wands is facing the Ten of Cups. Something isn't right. And I get the Ace of Cups. Someone could try to make you the enemy, Aquarius, or someone could try to make you the problem, but you have support. So there's really no need to worry about it. I feel like in the end, if there is an issue, your name will be cleared. What's the word I'm looking for, Spirit? Your personality, your history, all of this will be cleared. And I get the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It could be emotionally fulfilling offer connected to change. So the good news also is that during this time for you, Aquarius, there could be an emotionally fulfilling offer that comes out of strife. But I do get the Death card also connected to optimism, travel, relocation. The Hierophant. There's something that could show up for you, Aquarius, where you may have to fight for your right, or you may have to stand up for yourself. All right. And this is you, Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius person facing the Hierophant, but also facing the Death card. And then I get a Queen of Cups as the last card. I also feel like Aquarius, some of you need to be careful of being set up. Like set up to look like the fool or a fool, set up to look a certain way, set up for certain dominoes to fall a certain way. All right. That's what I get. Like I need to I feel like be mindful of someone that could be coming for you in some way, shape, or form. All right. Like they just want to make you the enemy or you're the problem, you're the fault. Once again, I feel like your name will be cleared. But in the end, this situation is trying to show you something. This is you. Knight of Cups does show up in the position of Aquarius, but you're facing the Hierophant. The Hierophant can mean a multitude of things. The Hierophant could be an ancestor that shows up for you. Maybe there's a male ancestor or an ancestor that you need to call on, all right, to clear up this energy. This could be something that's time consuming. This could be something that needs to go to courts, needs to involve mediation, needs to involve a third party, regulating, looking back and forth at, what rules or whatever, were or weren't crossed. But irregardless of all that, you're also facing the Death card. The Death card shows up connected to optimism, expansion, travel, connected to freedom. The Death card is an ending, a change, a transformation once again. Is it possible that someone or some people secretly want you out? Is it possible that something you thought was good for you, you were happy about, turns out not to be what you thought it was? All right, but some of you could have a stark realization during this time period of something you thought it was turns out to be not what you thought it was. So now it's time to shift gears in a new direction and focus your intentions elsewhere, which I feel like is emotional fulfillment. And whatever this is comes right at the right moment before this Death card. So it's like whatever is going to happen, but it's like you end up having a blessing anyway. So the best way I'll describe it, Aquarius, is like, say you are being set up to, like, for example, God forbid, get fired, right? What if the week before it all goes down, you end up randomly getting an offer for a new job that you applied for a month ago, but it just so happens the person that they hired didn't work out. They liked you as well. You were the second choice, so they called you, and now you have a new job offer. So it doesn't matter anyway what they have set up for you. Like, does that make sense? Because that's what I'm seeing. All right. If you would like to elaborate, Aquarius, I am available. So definitely, once again, book a reading with me. Good morning, Harmon U.S. Budgets. Harmonio U.S. Budgets. Yeah, shout out to Maryland. What is the final card for Aquarius? Two of emotion. Yeah, see, I said emotional fulfillment. There's something about emotional fulfillment is your next destination in life, Aquarius. And that's going to mean different things for a lot of you. What is emotionally fulfilling to one will not be emotionally fulfilling for the other, right? But it does say a relationship grows closer, Aquarius, as two people fall in love, or a current relationship grows much stronger. Friendships may deepen into a spiritual connection, mutual respect and understanding exist or will develop. Don't give up on relationships that feel challenging to you. There's still hope. All right. So maybe this is about relationships, a relationship in the end. Maybe some of you are getting prepared for a relationship, child. Aquarius, keep me updated, honey. I want to know the tea now. Okay? Because it sounds kind of juicy. All right, you guys, let's move on to Capricorn and see what we've got going on with Capricorn. Capricorn. I hope you all are having a great morning. As always, I hope you all are incorporating self-love and self-care into your routine as always. All right. So, give me a second. Give me one. Oh, dang. It's not going to work. Crap. All right, never mind, actually. Let's just move on. Okay. To Capricorn. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what the tea is for Capricorn. All right, what's coming up for my Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, all placements. What's coming up for Capricorn from May through July of 2025? What's coming up for the zodiac sign Capricorn for the months of May through July of 2025? Mm. What's coming up for Capricorn for the months of May through July of 2025? We are on Capricorn, Flame of the Soul. Well, I like your name, by the way. Thank you for being here. Hi, good morning, mindfulness. Capricorn, I get the Chariot card. Forward movement, success for you. All right. Forward movement and success in your reputation. Forward movement and success in you being chosen for something, being approved, your plans working out perfectly. All right. This also could be based on your merit, your image, your likeness, your, once again, reputation, what you're known for. This also could be something where someone has previously already put in a good word for you. So it's like there's something about that where it's like, come in. You're welcome here. I get the star card for you, Capricorn, connected to money, resources, finances. So these months of May through July could be really financially, resourcefully, stability wise, very lucrative for you. All right, a very good time. The stars align for you when it comes to money, resources, finances, personal belongings during this time, Capricorn, in some way, shape, or form. Hi, Fairy Waters. Good morning, everyone. Everyone's starting to come in the room now. Yes. Okay, I get the Temperance card showing up for you, connected to your thoughts, your mind. There's something Capricorn also where the months of May through July, you're very focused. You're very focused also on doing the right things, on staying on the right path. All right. Particularly staying on the right path when it comes to improving upon yourself, when it comes to healing mentally, um, when it comes to healing your thoughts, your ideologies, when it comes to sticking to something. Because there's something you're sticking to during this time. All right. It's like, nope, I'm sticking to this. This is something that, I really want or I really want to achieve. So I'm going to do it, A lot of you also could get good news relating to new cars during this time, Capricorn, or something involving travel locally. But there's some heartbreak, maybe. Three of Swords connected to emotions, family, home energy. All right. There's some disappointment. So while there's good, there's still some healing that will need to take place with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords could be third party energy, could be betrayal, disappointment in some way, shape, or form. But I do get money. Ten of Pentacles, a lot of money around you during this time. All right. Maybe a large investment some of you may be making during this time as well in some way, shape, or form. And I get the Four of Cups connected to your routine. Four of Cups could be maybe not feeling as emotionally connected. Maybe there's something emotionally going on with you, Capricorn, during this time. All right. But I get the World card connected to your one-on-one relationship. Excuse me, your one-on-one relationships. All right. And when I get the King of Wands showing up to you, connected to change and transformation. King of Wands could be an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Scorpio male. Could be helpful in directing you in a certain direction, or could be helpful in guiding you in a certain direction, maybe is a better way of saying it. All right. This King of Wands. So I feel like relationships are well this month, but I do get the Devil card, though, connected to optimism, travel, stepping outside your comfort zones, taking risks, taking chances. Don't allow yourself to be too persuaded to step outside your comfort zones in a space that you're not totally comfortable with. Maybe particularly connected to a high priestess energy, a female with a very alluring energy. But the last card I get for you, Capricorn, is the Tower card. Facing the Five of Swords is kind of technically facing the Tower card. Capricorn, grounding. Also, if there's a lot good going on with you, you don't need to tell anyone and everyone what you've got going on. As the Tower card once again shows up as your last card. All right. The Tower card could be a card of restructuring, an unexpected twist or turn that's, spirit, life throws your way that you need to deal with. But I feel like it could deal with like a misunderstanding or a miscommunication, like a trickle down effect when it comes to maybe associating with the wrong people, being too led outside your comfort zones. Maybe for some of you being caught out there. Because you got a lot of good energy around this time and you're riding off a high, but there is some unfulfillment here. There is some emotional unfulfillment going on here. And with Capricorns, even though they could be riding a high, if emotionally there's some suffering, they're going to be doing some things behind the scenes to fulfill that emotional void or need, right? Like as Capricorns, I know. But Capricorn, just make sure you're investing in the right things and the right people. All right. Because while you got a lot good going on, certain people could bring you down. All right. And remember, you're being blessed during this time for a reason. Because you've been working on yourself and because you've been staying on the right path and being diligent. So don't be led astray. Particularly at the end around July, all right? Going into August. Venus says Capricorn ascended. I just missed an assignment due date. I've been so angry it messed up my dates. Yep. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just recover from it. Work on it. Improve on it. All right? But don't let that Venus be your tower moment down the line. If you're going to work on it and improve on it, be serious about it, Exactly, Venus. Venus says, but it's fine. I'll succeed nonetheless. Exactly. That's the attitude. What's the final card for Capricorn? Three of action. Okay. It says things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, it's time to decide what your next big project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your success or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. But be careful with that travel, because I think the devil card come out in the position of travel. I don't remember. I think I said something about that. Don't be led to astray, child. All right. Just trust your gut. All right. All right, you guys, let's go ahead. Yes, you're welcome, Venus. Let's go ahead and get into Sagittarius. There we go. Okay. What's coming up for my Sagittarius is... What is coming up for Sagittarius for the months of May through July of 2025? What is coming up for Sagittarius for the months of May through July of 2025, child? Oh, someone asked if I'm going in a particular order. I'm going reverse. Yeah, I'm going backwards. Ace of Wands. All right, Sagittarius, you're directing your energy in a certain direction. You're moving forward. You're pushing forward. You're pushing your energy forward during this time. You're pushing past... I hear your limits, but you're pushing past limits. You're pushing past blockages. You're tired of this. You're fed up. Let's see what it's facing. The King of Pentacles. Is this one of the final boss? Is this Bowser like in Mario? Kind of does look like Bowser a little bit. This would be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Taurus person. All right. Could be beneficial or helpful when it comes to some of this could be you. Could be beneficial or helpful when it comes to you reaching a new goal. I get the Devil card connected to your thoughts, mind, local affairs, secondary family. Some of you could be dealing with family issues during this time. Some of you could be having issues with traveling as well. Some of you definitely during this time need to be mindful of your thoughts and your mental health. All right, what's this card maybe facing? The Two of Cups. So it's interesting. We've got the Devil card, which is two people chained together. And then right next to it, we've got the Two of Cups, which is two people freely loving on one another. Right? It's good to have both. It's good to have the balance of both. But the Devil card is still a concerning card. Right? This is you, Knight of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo person. Particularly if you're between the ages of about 20 to 40 or 50 years old. Facing the Emperor, connected to work, routine. Some of you may be thinking about asking someone in a higher position of authority for more hours, more money, more in terms of a bigger position. I would say don't be afraid to ask for it. But you may have to ask more than once, meaning the first time maybe you may not get yes. You know, you may have to wait another few weeks or whatever it may be to ask it again, kind of thing. All right. I get the Three of Wands connected to one-on-one relationships. Three of Wands could be approaching a situation from multiple perspectives in terms of a one-on-one relationship. Some of you need to be mindful of third-party energy in relationships. You potentially could get caught. You may start feeling that. or you may be soon to catching someone you're in a relationship with. All right. And third party energy. But I do get the World card. Everything is going to come full circle, Sagittarius. All right. You are also protected. Change for you, endings for you, letting goes for you, moving ons for you is all protected. All right. And for some of you, all of this is mandated in a change. So yes, things are coming full circle. Yes, you're protected. Yes, you're entering a new cycle. But also in that energy and in all of that, change may be mandated in the form of a relocation. How do you feel about that, Sagittarius? And it could be a long distance relocation, which is what I wanted to say, but I wanted to pull the next card to make sure. It could be a long distance relocation. It could be a sacrifice of some sort. And when I say sacrifice, I'm not talking like the Mayans, all right? I'm talking like sacrificing your comfort of living in your current town, city, or state, and, for the opportunity to maybe make more money, have more freedom, have more opportunity, that kind of sacrifice, right? There's going to be patience and strategy required with this for you, Sagittarius. It wouldn't be wise for you to make a quick decision. But it also would be wise for you to ground yourself, ground your energy with the Seven of Cups being your last card. All right. Also be mindful of any potential hidden enemies that you may have around you, particularly a younger, maybe Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person. All right. But there's change coming up for you, and it may require sacrifice. It may require relocation. It may require you being open-minded. It may require you taking a risk, taking a chance on something. But ground your energy. Be grounded in your decisions. All right. Don't make any rash decisions or any impulsive decisions. Although there is some energy of impulsivity going on with this opportunity. All right. That's what I get. Interesting. Sagittarius, I'm excited to see what the opportunity is for you. You have to keep me updated. Those are some good cards. The World card, right after that, the Wheel of Fortune, child. Spirit got something playing for you, honey. Let's get your final card. Six of Abundance. It says, heaven opens its loving arms and pours abundance onto you, Sagittarius. An unexpected gift is on its way. Accept it with gratitude and humility, knowing that you'll have a chance to return the generosity by giving to others in the future. Consider volunteering for a charitable organization. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and get into now Scorpio. Make sure you all like the video, by the way. It says there's 54 people in the room, so please make sure you like the video, subscribe. I'm available for personal readings if you would like to book a personal readings. We're not doing live readings because I have personal readings I need to get to, but I did want to make sure I came on and did horoscopes for you all. All right. What's coming up for Scorpio for the months of May through July of 2025? Thank you, Mary Jane. Hi, Shamika. Hi, Dolores. Good morning. I have not read Taurus yet. Yes, Smiley. Good luck on your approval. What's coming up for Scorpio for the months of May through July of 2025? Spirit, give us some clarity and insight. You're welcome, Shamika. The moon card shows up, Scorpio. There's uncertainty. There's uncertainty as to maybe who you are a little bit at this time. There's uncertainty in terms of where you're going a little bit. Part of that could be because there's a couple options on the table. There's a couple directions you could go in, technically, Scorpio. All right. But you're not sure quite yet. Okay. Or there's a going back and forth. Ten of Swords shows up connected to your money, resources, finances. So there could be some financial resourceful stress in some way, shape, or form, particularly when it comes to being associated with this decision you have to make in terms of a new direction or new directions you're considering. And I get the Eight of Swords. Be careful of feeling too stuck, Scorpio. Be careful of causing yourself to get stuck. Be careful of also feeling like mentally, like this is the energy of your thoughts can manifest. So if you mentally think, oh my God, I'm going to be here forever, I'm going to be in this position forever, then you're manifesting that slowly but surely. I mean, think of it. If for example, you were to have that thought after so many months and years, eventually that is energy is going to manifest. So there's really possibly a need for an energetic shift going on here, Scorpio. I do get the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer male showing up here. Maybe connected to family, home, resources. That could maybe show up as a support system. But on your own, there's stress, there's worry. There's a little bit of, I don't know how I can see myself out of this, or I don't know if I can see myself out of this. Rachel Hunter says, hi Lamar, your hair is looking so shiny. I've recently bleached mine and it's so dull. Thank you. It's Rachel. I have not done anything to my hair in 2 or 3 days. I just touch it up in the morning with a flat iron on really low heat, the number, like the 1 notch. I don't go above that. And that's all. I just let my natural scalp oils coat my hair, you know, the products I put in when I first did my hair. And I just let that be that. And I deep condition. So I'll deep condition probably in a week. Wash and deep condition and do it all over again. So I think doing less to your hair is more. And this is someone who for years has had the same length hair. But now you all can finally see it's growing in thick, it's growing, you know, so I think doing those things helps. And bleaching, child, be careful with the bleach. I don't dye my hair or anything like that, but I know dyeing your hair, child, it can be a doozy. So you have to take extra special. I would say if you're dyeing your hair, I'm not a hairdresser or anything like that. I'm not a cosmetologist. If you're dyeing your hair, I would definitely deep condition. Like frequently, and deep condition with heat if you can. I use heat when I deep condition, but child, I got black hair. So anyway, Scorpio, Eight of Pentacles. You're staying focused. You're improving upon yourself. You're sticking to the plan or the plans. You're also staying focused when it comes to your life goals, your purpose. As time goes on, things will become clear to you if you don't get a sense of what that is. Yet, as time goes on, it will become clear to you what that is, what your purpose is, what your life goals are, you know, because there's something about those where they're changing or evolving at this time as well. I do get the Six of Pentacles, which is transactional relationships connected to your routine, your work. The Five of Wands connected to one-on-one relationships, which can be drama in relationships. And I get a King of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Scorpio male. So this could be you, particularly if you're a male or identify with masculine energy. Definitely sure of yourself. Sure, there's a sense of sureness. You, as the months go on, okay, maybe not so much in May. You're feeling like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm just going along to get along. But I want to say by the middle of June, you're gonna be more sure of, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, and this is the next step. This is the next phase. That's what I get for you. All right. Don't get caught up in the little things. Don't get caught up in the little disappointments. Like it's easy for you to do that and easy for you to lose sight of the big picture. All right. Keep a support system around you, no matter how small or big, that keep you grounded and remind you of the big picture, or I don't know why I said Capricorn, but this maybe because I was looking at the Queen of Pentacles when I said that, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Pisces female. And then you do show up here as well, Scorpio, Queen of Cups, female, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, female, facing the Seven of Pentacles. But that's gonna, the lack of support system also could sway you a little bit, could cause some issues. But don't seek support in the wrong people is what I'm saying, Scorpio. You have all the support you need within you. I understand the need to have support outside of you as well. But things will become clear to you as time goes on. Okay? By the middle of June, I feel like. So if you're feeling lost, just keep moving. All right? Like Dory says in Finding Nemo, just keep swimming. All right? What is the final card for Scorpio? I'm going to take this one. I want something different for all the signs. I want everyone to have their own message. Helper of action for you, Scorpio. It says you're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy, follow your instincts, Scorpio, and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. Yes, Scorpio. All right. Well, you have to keep me updated, Scorpio, on how things go. I don't know why I feel like a man in a uniform could be important for some of you, but y'all have to keep me updated on that. Let's go ahead and get into your next horoscope, which is Libra. We're halfway through, y'all. We're halfway through. We're halfway through. Thank you for considering energy. Stepping past reading. All right, Libra. Oh, wait, let me move this over because I don't like that. There we go. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay. What's coming up for Libra for the months of May through July of 2025? What's coming up for the zodiac sign Libra for the months of May through July of 2025? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. What's coming up for Libra for the months of May through July of 2025? Hi, Stephen. Hi, Sherry. We are currently on Libra. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you all like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. Thank you so much. And all right, Libra. I get the Wheel of Fortune showing up for you, Libra. So fortune falls on you during this time. Good luck follows you during this time, Libra. All right. You could also be gaining a lot of attention as well in some way, shape, or form. So a lot of people may be noticing you more than usual. Could be due to something different you're doing. All right. Whether, you're doing something different on the outside or the inside. All right. I do get the Knight of Wands showing up. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, person between the ages of about 20 to 40 or 50 years old, connected to resources, money, or finances, facing the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Seven of Swords could be nefarious intention, so definitely be careful who you share your resources, money, or finances with, or personal belongings with, or who you break bread with. I get the Five of Pentacles, particularly if this is someone who doesn't hold their end of the bargain. Or, Libra, if this person may be you. Be mindful of you holding up your ends of the bargains, of course, and things of this nature. All right? All right. The Hierophant shows up, connected to self-expression, connected to confidence, purpose. The Hierophant could definitely be maybe an ancestor, could be someone definitely in a position of high authority. And I get the Four of Cups. There's something about following rules, regulations that could show up for you, Libra, even though some of you may not even realize you were doing something that was wrong or doing something that went against certain rules or regulations. All right. But I get the Temperance card connected to one-on-one relationships. The Temperance card is moving in the right direction, particularly connected to self-love and self-care, which I've been preaching a lot lately. Also particularly connected to seeking justice, seeking fairness. So some of you Libras who maybe have been feeling a sense of like you haven't been getting your just due, maybe, or feeling a sense of there's an aspect in your life where you're not being treated fairly. There's something maybe during this time period where things could start to finally move in a direction where fairness, balance, justice is most likely something that you will be able to achieve in the near future. This also, once again, could be relating to self-love and self-care, you working on yourself, Libra, and you're ripe for the picking, I feel like. A lot of people are going to be attracted to your energy during this time, Libra, and you could use that to your benefit. You could work that to your benefit, not just in love and romance, of course, but also when it comes to networking, when it comes to business, when it comes to new opportunities, new work opportunities, right? If you find someone's attracted to your energy, maybe you go in to pick up your pizza from the local pizzeria, and the the manager is really taking to you. Oh, I really like your shirt. Ooh, you just look so fabulous, you know. And you're just like, oh, well, if I'm so well, don't say it like this, but it's like, well, if I'm so fabulous, are you hiring? Yeah, let me give you an application. Make sure you put your name. Make sure you put my name. This is my number. You never know, right? I get the Eight of Wands. A lot of activity, a lot of things being thrown at you during this time. All right. And you could be initiating it, particularly if you're a Libra female. There's also something where if you're Libra female, there's going to be something energetically where a lot of things are going to come full circle for you during this time. A lot of Libras could be experiencing a glow up during this time. I think that's what it is. All right. There definitely could be still a sense of you being unfulfilled, feeling unfulfilled. Particularly if you feel like you deserve more, you want more, right? But instead of maybe being upset about wanting more, just manifest it. The seven of Pentacles, 7 is a magical number. So also be mindful of how you're utilizing your energy. Once again, that's what I think this is also about. Be mindful of how you're utilizing your own energy and your own emotions. Are you kind of sitting around moping, or are you doing something about it? Because there's a lot of ways to go about doing something about it. Glowing up, right? Doing better. That's one way to do something about it, no matter what it is, right? So, okay, Libra, that wasn't bad. I actually, thought that was a pretty clear-cut message. Let's go ahead and get your final card. I'm going to choose another one. I keep having a lot of the same cards. It's like I just had this card come out for another sign. Okay. Libra, you got the Helper of Thought. This makes sense. It says, your life is about to start moving very fast. Events that seem to be on hold suddenly require all your attention. There's no time to sit and ponder. You've got to get moving. Review the details as best you can. Will meet or are someone with a very quick mind who instantly grasps what to do. This person is both confident and courageous. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get into Virgo now. Make sure you all like the video. Once again, thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe and share. What's coming up for Virgo for the months of May through July of 2025? What's coming up for Virgo for the months of May through July of 2025? I love to see Lamar do a more 1940s, 50s look. Someone else said that. My friend Kiana said that. Like someone said like a Betty Boop look. I would not be opposed. I love those types of looks. They're very classy. The 1940s and 50s looks. The coifs and the bouffants, honey. Yes, I live for that. All right, Virgo, I get the 5 of Wands. Virgo, there could be a lot going on around you at this time. You could be in the midst of a lot going on. And your name could be in the midst of a lot going on. All right. Um, hmm. I get the Seven of Swords connected to your resources, money, finances, the Moon card. Be careful, Virgo, of someone or something taking you out of your character. Because the first thing that I got is that I heard is reputation. I feel like for some of you, your reputation could be on the line. Not in a severely dramatic kind of way, but it's like it could be something where it's like, man, I thought Virgo was, quiet and, reserved, but they're kind of messy. This is a card of mess. I'm not going to lie. All right. And it shows up in your position of self image, how you see yourself potentially, but how other people see you. All right. I get the Ten of Swords. There's something you're going through though, Virgo. There's something you're hurting through. You're healing through. You're figuring out. Something has taken you off your square. Someone has taken you off your center. And you need to like recalibrate yourself. All right. Which I do see you doing. Okay. I do see good news, success around work and relationships for you during this time. I do get a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Knight of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person or Leo person that could be important for you. Most likely someone in their 20s, 40s, or 50s. Could be a romantic connection for some of you. All right. Male or female. And then I get the Seven of Cups, which is, once again, secrecy, potentially hidden intentions, a need to stay focused, to ground yourself, not be distracted. This is a card of distractions. Don't allow yourself to get caught up, Virgo. All right? Because something could be on the line. Your reputation could be on the line. Your sense of self could be on the line. But in the end, you will be okay. The World card is your last card. The World card is a card of something coming full circle, an ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So this all could be about really during this time, Virgo, during the months of May through July, you are ending an old cycle. And by the time we get probably to July, maybe the end of July or middle of July, that old cycle will have ended completely and a new cycle most likely would have begun. For some of you, I get maybe towards the end of June. This could start showing up. All right. But during this time, you are ending an old cycle in your life in some way, shape, or form. You are ending an old phase, ending old phases, all right, in your life, so that new things, new phases can begin. And maybe that's part of why you don't maybe feel like yourself. All right. But also, there's something about your certain social relationships where you could feel targeted. I would say definitely go towards relationships that celebrate you, that you feel comfortable being a part of. Those are going to be the ones that most likely stay once this new phase begins and this old phase is completely over for you. All right. All right. This is kind of intense, Virgo. Dang, I didn't expect all this. I'm not going to lie. But for some of you, there is a relationship that does seem to be budding, that does seem to be important. So there's going to be someone or people that help you to move through this and get through this. All right. But just remember, it's all about an ending of an old phase and the beginning of a new phase. All right. You've got this, Virgo. You got this, Virgo. What's the final card for Virgo, Spirit? Give us some kind of insight. Six of Action. Ooh. It says, what a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, Virgo, bringing awards, promotions, or other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who can help you offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent and say yes. So there are going to be people that show up to help you, Virgo. So don't feel like you're alone. You've got this. MG says, I'm going through a new phase and it's causing me depression. I'm a Virgo. I totally understand, MG. Lean into your support, but don't forget to ground your energy. Take a spiritual bath. Do your cleansings. Drink some hyssop tea if you can get some hyssop tea. All right? That'll help you with cleansing out any maybe negative, depressive energy as well. Because you're going through a shift. That's what that is. All right, let's get into Leo. All right, Leo, what's coming up for my Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and all placements in between for the months of May through July of 2025. What's coming up for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and all placements in between for the months of May through July of 2025. Right off the bat, Leo, I get the Hierophant. For some of you, I feel like there's a higher power. There could be an ancestor, maybe a male ancestor, a male deity guiding you at this time. There also could be an older male figure in a position of power that could be guiding you in the physical realm, or some of you could be shadowing in some way, shape, or form. This person literally wants to make you in their image, whether this person is showing up in the physical or the spiritual. I get the Five of Pentacles. There could be a feeling of a lack, maybe a lack of resources, time, energy, effort, a lack of money, more than usual possibly, but part of this could be mentality based. All right. I find a lot of times with money is just as mental as it is emotional, right? So if we constantly think we don't have enough money, if we constantly think we're broke, then, I think there's a book called Think and Grow Rich or something like that. There's a reason that book is called that. It starts with the mind, right? So there's something there for you, Leo, but I get the Ten of Cups. That's where your power lies. And that is the meeting. Your mind is the meeting of the spirits, really. All right. So there's a lot going on in your mind, Leo, where I feel like you're going through a mental shift. You're also being given probably divinely guided and inspired ideas. And you're working them out in your mind, your human mind, while spirit is also feeding new ideas and new concepts and do this and try that into your mind. So literally in your mind, you're working with spirit. Does that make sense as we speak? Like you're manifesting and brainstorming in your mind with spirit. There's a reason why they say the mind is a computer. I get the Queen of Pentacles showing up here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, female. But she's facing away from all this energy, which is interesting. I get you right off the bat, particularly if you're Leo female, Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo female, facing the Four of Pentacles. Once again, there's certain ideas that you're being given, but you could be a little bit slow to act on them. And these ideas are not just business. These ideas run the gamut of the different facets of your life. But there could be a little bit of a feeling of being lost in terms of who to turn to for help to some degree. Even though there's an element to this energy you're going through where really it's meant to all be all about you, Leo, with the 9 of Pentacles showing up. There's really an element where you have the tools to do a lot of things on your own. You have the tools to achieve expansion and success and optimism in your life all on your own. And you have the tools you need, once again, that brain power, right, to achieve these things. So what's stopping you? There also could be something during this time where an old idea, an old concept, or an old thing you've always wanted to do comes back around for you to try it again or achieve it again. All right. The Strength card shows up as your last card. You're gaining strength. You're gaining spiritual strength. You're hearing spirit, and you're heeding spirit's call. That is what is going to take you to the next level or the next phase. All right. And I hear of you being okay. That's what's going to take you to the next level and the next phase of you being okay. All right. I just got insanely hungry for no reason. I have not eaten breakfast. Oh, dang, it's noon. I just realized 12 noon. It's not early no more, child. What's the final card for... Just one card, Spirit. What's the final card for Leo? Healer of thought. It says, it's time to clean up your life, Leo. Get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. You or another person involved in this situation is wise, insightful, and caring, has a wonderful sense of humor, and offers a lot of life experience. All right. Next, we're going to move on to Cancer. Thank you for cleansing clearing energy with deck when you pass reading. Amen, 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 amen. All right, what's coming up for Cancer for the months of May through July of 2025? Happy birthday to my Cancers, by the way. What's coming up for my Cancers for the months of May through July of 2025? I get a lot of money around you, Cancer. 10 of Pentacles. A lot of potential for you to make a lot of money. Some of you could come into money during this time. Or could come into a windfall of resources in some way, shape, or form. An inheritance for some of you. A payout. All right. Maybe some of you are waiting for a payout from like a lawsuit maybe or something like that. I get the Lover's card connected to money, resources. This is going to be a very financially lucrative and stable time for you, Cancer, which should be very good to hear. And I get a new beginning for you, Cancer. A new beginning, a door opening. Could be locally. Some of you may be looking to maybe invest in a new home, a new property, or something like that. All right. A new beginning shows up for you probably during the months of May or June. All right. And it's definitely a door opening. It's good news. It's the birth of something new for you, Cancer. I get a breakthrough. I feel like even June and July are going to be really good months for you in terms of a breakthrough showing up for you, a prayer being answered during that time, during those times. So this time for you is going to be really good, Cancer. All right. You could feel the pressure a bit with the Seven of Wands showing up as your next card connected to your energy, your zest for life. All right. I get the Knight of Swords showing up, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a Virgo person connected to possibly your work or your routine, facing the Eight of Cups, which could be emotional unfulfillment or emotional distance in some way, shape, or form. I mean, I get the Ace of Wands showing up too. Some of you could be called to move in a new direction during this time. Some of you may not know how to say or may not know how to go about making it known that, hey, I'm kind of not feeling this, or I'm feeling like I need to move in a new direction, or I'm being pulled in this direction. So you may start to slowly change, or you may start to slowly become distant in an attempt to avoid having the big discussion, but the big discussion is going to happen anyway, because I feel like someone is going to sense you becoming distant and acting different. Like, so don't be afraid of having the big discussion, because there's something coming for you, Cancer. There's something new. There's some good news. This could be connected to travel, relocation, stepping outside your comfort zone, taking a risk. Could be something you've always wanted to do. Could be connected also to a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus male as well, or someone with masculine energy. And this is something you've manifested. This is a strong time of manifestation for you, Cancer. Your last card is the Magician. You are a strong manifester, Cancer, and you're manifesting change. You're manifesting a new beginning during this time. All right? So there's some big changes coming for you, Cancer. Try not to get too overwhelmed. It's happening. All right. Manage your emotions, manage your stress. Okay? And you will be fine. It's happening. This is happening for real. And, it's going to be different for all of you. I'd so love to relocate. I'd appreciate the miracle. Yes. Well, it's possible, Venus. Especially with you having a Cancer moon. The moon is home. What's the final card for Cancer? Remember, you all, I'm available for personal readings if you would like to book a personal reading. All right. Do not hesitate to reach. I'm trying to, if I can stand it, go live in the mornings. I really like to go live early in the morning, because then I have the rest of that day to get like work done and readings and making bracelets, Four of Emotion for Cancer. It says there are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity, as long as you act upon your dreams. All right. A Torian Sun Babe says, yes, I have a Cancer moon. I'm seeing these things come to pass now. I say, yes, I say, A Torian Babe. Liz DP says, hi, Lamar. So glad to catch you live. Thank you for being here, Liz. Thank you for clearing the energy of this deck when you pass reading. Amen, amen, and amen. Let's go ahead and get into Gemini. What's coming up for the zodiac sign Gemini? Sun, moon, rising, and all placements in between for the months of May through July of 2025. Shout out to my Geminis. Happy birthday to my Geminis. What's coming up for Gemini for the months of May through July of 2025? I get the Hermit card. So you're a little bit in Hermit mode. You're a little bit in self-discovery mode or discovery mode. You're kind of figuring out what the next path is, what the next thing is, what the next inner calling is for you. It may be calling you to maybe something that will involve you and someone else, maybe business wise or stability wise, resource wise, working together or collaborating with someone. All right. Or someone may find themselves reaching out to you wanting to collaborate. Could be a young, maybe Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus person, maybe Gemini. This could be you as well. I think someone may end up wanting to collaborate with you in some way, shape, or form. Or someone may want to end up investing in something with you. It feels like, once again, business. You get something out of it, I get something out of it. So it's mutually beneficial, something that's mutually beneficial for you and someone else. And for you, Gemini, this could be something you've always wanted to do. It's like, oh, wow, I've always wanted to do this. This is something I've always been interested in, whether you've told people or not. All right. For some of you, this also could be connected to the home, family matters. This could be you, a Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Leo woman showing up right off the bat. Connected to purpose, self-expression, confidence. But I get the Seven of Pentacles connected to your work or your job. Seven of Pentacles definitely could be a desire for more, desire for change. I get the Fool card connected to one-on-one relationships facing the King of Pentacles. The Fool card could be an unexpected opportunity, maybe connected to a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus male or Scorpio male. And then I get the Four of Cups. I feel like for Geminis, there's something that could present itself as an opportunity that could be a little bit enticing. But I feel like it could, for some of you, it could be more, for some of you, it could be more than one opportunity that presents itself. But the issue may be that these opportunities may require, how do I say this, Spirit? It may require you to pull yourself away from other things like your work or your job or your routine. Like some of these opportunities would require you to restructure your routine in some way. And there's some apprehension in that for some reason. All right. And in the end, it could end in turmoil or disagreements. It could end in with the last card for you is the Five of Swords, misunderstandings. So try not to bluff during this time, because someone could call your bluff on either end. But if your gut is telling you, maybe I shouldn't take on this opportunity, it seems good and it's enticing, but if there's a but there, if your gut is telling you that there's a but there, trust that instincts, because there may be something that maybe isn't right or isn't the right timing. All right, or isn't the right opportunity. But it could become an issue once again, though, if you aren't able to give enough of yourself to make it work. That's where the drama, that's where all this energy may start to show up. Probably towards the end of July. All right, Gemini. That's when it becomes, well, maybe I shouldn't have agreed to this in the first place, or... But once again, if you want it to work, you just have to be willing to figure out a way to make it work. And that's going to require restructuring and a rescheduling of your routine. And it's like you already got your routine. So, you already got what you got going on. So it's like, do I really want to get something new in the mix? Let's get your final card, Gemini. Hello, Lamar. You're looking on Fleek times 10. Thank you, goodly based. Sherry says, please ready for me, Priyanka and Ankit. Come back, please. We wish that they come back. We pray that they come back. Not sure what is going on, Sherry, but we pray that you are reunited with Priyanka and Ankit. Okay? Ten of Abundance for you, Gemini. It says, heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and working together. The children are provided for, and a comfortable retirement will one day come along. You taught your family the grace that comes from knowing right from wrong, and you should be very proud, Gemini. All right, family energy. Love that. Showing up for you strong, child. All right. Let's go ahead and get into Taurus, finally. There were quite a few people in the chat like, where's Taurus? Are we on Taurus? We're on Taurus now, y'all. We're almost done with the horoscopes completely, actually. Thank you for cleansing, clearing energy. Be stuck when you pass reading. Amen, amen, and amen. What's coming up for Taurus for the months of May through July of 2025? What's coming up for the zodiac sign Taurus for the months of May through July of 2025? Spirit, give us some clarity and insight. Shout out to my Tauruses. Happy birthday to my Tauruses as well. Thank you for the wonderful read, Lamar. You're welcome, Mary Jane. What's coming up for Taurus for May through July of 2025? Seven of Cups, Taurus. I get maybe a little bit of confusion, a little bit of misunderstanding, temptations, someone misunderstanding you, possibly. Ace of Wands shows up, directing your energy in a certain direction. What direction are you directing that energy? Towards the Six of Cups. There could be a relationship around you, Taurus, that's budding. All right. There could be a closeness with you and someone else. Could be family, could be friendship-based, lover-based. And I get the Knight of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer person. All right. This person could be taking the lead, particularly if they're an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Cancer person in the relationship. And it's possible maybe you like being led, Taurus. Or you could be doing the leading, and it's possible you may like being the lead. All right. I get the the Page of Wands. I do get the Ten of Pentacles, so I do get a lot of money showing up for you, Taurus. A lot of money showing up for you, Taurus, connected to your work or your job. This could be a bonus, a payout, a pension, a raise. All right. Something along those lines that definitely shows up for you with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Good news relating to stability, lucrativeness. And then I get the Emperor. Thank you, goodly blessed. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The Emperor would be a male in a position of power. Some of you could have a lawsuit maybe that you filed, or something you filed where someone is working on your behalf and you end up winning. Or you end up getting stability. You end up gaining stability, Taurus. All right. By the time we get to mid-June, July, stability does come back to you. And a sense of knowing where you're heading is coming your way as well. I feel like by the time we get to the middle of June or by July, you're hitting your stride, Taurus. But I do get the Devil card connected to social network, unexpected changes. What's maybe facing the Devil card? The Knight of Pentacles, maybe fellow Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or Pisces person, or this could be you. Be careful of who you share your resources with, Taurus, and who you break bread with. Be careful of telling your secrets to other people. Be careful of also someone who seemingly wants to help you or is helping you but has ulterior motives. Or maybe, once again, this is you towards someone else. But either way, I get stability. I get you getting back on your feet. All right. The only issue is some unexpected change relating to your social network, a friend, or I mean, the devil card could be a toxic connection in some way. All right. So potentially betrayal, God forbid. Just be careful of that. Be careful of someone betraying you. That's the only thing I'm really seeing during this time. Otherwise, I get a lot of money for you, Taurus, a lot of stability. All right. Getting on your feet. Finally know where you're heading in your life. Moving forward. Seeing the light at the end of a tunnel. Like, I get a lot of good for you during this time, Taurus. Final card for Taurus. Oopsie. A happy change. Love that. Connected to the number 10. Your angels have heard your prayers and have banded together, Taurus, to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of activity. Be confident and trust the guidance you receive. All right. Last zodiac sign is Aries. Nicole Brown says, hi, Lamar. When you said Cancer payout, I had to borrow against my settlement for my lawsuit. I'm stunned. Waiting for Gemini. Oh, Cancer, Sun, Mercury, Moon, and Venus. We did Gemini, but thank you for that. Predicted it, Nicole. Maybe a windfall. Thank you for cleansing, clearing. Thank you for cleansing, clearing the energies, attacking me, past reading a minute. But yeah, I definitely got the energy of the vibe of some lawsuit settlements showing up on the cards for quite a few of the signs. A couple of the signs. All right. Aries, what's coming up for you? Last but not least, for May through July of 2025. What's coming up for Aries for the months of May through July of 2025? Remember, I'm available for personal readings if you guys would like to book a reading with me. I am available now, so do not hesitate to reach out. The star card, Aries, the stars are aligning for you during this time. All right, things are working out and are going to work out perfectly for you. You just have to keep on the track that you're on. You just have to keep doing what you're doing. Stay on your P's and Q's. Stay on your good behavior. Not that you didn't have good behavior previously, but there's something that you're doing right now that's really working for you in your favor. And it does pertain to your self-image, how other people see you, how you see yourself in some way, shape, or form or facet. All right. I get a Knight of Cups, maybe connected to this, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus person. And I get a new beginning for you, all right, Aries. This new beginning could come to you via communication. Check your emails, messages, things of this nature, texts. This also definitely could be local, all right, could involve local travel. Definitely could be good news showing up for you that involves something new that is manifest for you, a new beginning in some way, shape, or form. How do you buy a live reading? I'm actually not doing live readings today. I am available for personal readings though, if you would like a personal reading. Loving the hairdo, thank you, Nash. You're welcome, Venus. Very accurate for Taurus. Yes, STE. I do get the Devil card, though, showing up for you, Aries, connected to family, home, emotional energy. There could be some drama in the home, some negativity in the home. All right. Emotionally, some of my Tauruses could be going through something, but it also could be in connection, or emotionally, some of my Aries could be going through something, but it also could be in connection to someone else or something else that's triggering you or bothering you. I get a Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Leo person that could show up for you, Aries. And I get the Three of Cups connected to work, routine, success involving multiple people, success involving a team or an ensemble that you're a part of, Aries. And I get the Knight of, or the Page of Wands facing that card. No matter how big or small your part or other people's part is, you know, if we all if one succeeds, we all succeed is the kind of the thing. But there's an energy of do you or do you not feel like a part of the team, Aries? Are you better off on your own? Because I feel like there's something where some of you may be a part of an ensemble, a team, or a group, but you really want to be appreciated for your own efforts. And a change is mandated. A change is necessary with the Tower card showing up and the Death card. A change is necessary. Aries, you're going to be going through experiencing some major changes in terms of some unexpected changes. Could be changes relating to your social network, your social groups you're a part of. Definitely could be changes relating to what you thought the direction you were heading in your life, and now something else shows up to give you more clarity. All right. Definitely a need to ground your energy and be willing to let go of what's no longer working or serving you. I feel like, Aries, there's something where you need to be appreciated for your own efforts, your own sense of what you bring to the table individually, whatever that means for you in whatever facet of your life. All right. But the Tower card and the Death card and the Five of Wands showing up. Try not to burn any bridges. Try not to, if you're going to leave, like try not to leave, you know, while burning the house down kind of thing. All right. Remain on your P's and Q's. Remain on good behavior. Once again, try not to be pulled out of anything that is going to take you away from your current trajectory, especially as you go into, I want to say, May and June in particular. It may be middle of June, July that really gets you. All right, Aries. So I want to say particularly around that time. All right. Make sure you're doing the right things to keep the good flow going. Let's get your final card, Aries. Thanks for starting with Pisces. You're welcome, Akila. Yeah, I figured we'd do it differently. I always start with Aries, but I was like, no, I'm going to start with Pisces this time. Oh, I love this card. Aries, you got inner strength connected to the number 11. Look at the cute cat. It says, you have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no, Aries. All right, that is all the signs. Thank you all so much for being so patient with your reading, child. This fan over here is blowing this sage and causing it to smoke up, honey. And I don't want my allergies to be triggered, child. All right, you guys, thank you all so much for listening and watching. I'm Lamar Townsend. Once again, I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium. I hope you all enjoyed today's horoscopes. I'm going to go and get started on personal readings. So I will catch you all later, as well as making bracelets. So I will catch you all later. I'll see you in your own personal reading, or I will catch you in the next video. Either way, I will see you soon. Love and light. God bless, and have a good one. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head because I'm wicked. Very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket, ticket to Oz.